Elisabeth is the author of a wonderful book called Broken Open, How Difficult Times Help Us Grow. For those of you who are interested in discovering not only your spiritual path, but allowing life to have a greater sense of meaning for you every day. Broken Open is the book, an intimate portrait of how Elisabeth grew on her own spiritual path. So explain the title, Broken Open. I love it, because this is most times people think that spirituality is, well, I mean, people have their own definitions of it, but a lot of people think it's a lot of ooh talk, you know, ooh talk, when it is really quite the opposite. It is the most grounding, awakening path you can ever pursue in your life.
Yeah, I'm not a very woo-woo person.
Yeah, it's not out there.
Yeah.
It's always right here.
Mm-hmm. I came to the title Broken Open through an image, the image of a rose tightly wound around itself, the bud, like we all feel so much every day, tightly wound, anxious, shut down. And in order for that bud to open and blossom into the flower we love so much, it has to break its shell. It has to break open. And it's an irony of this human life. Strangely enough, it is our most difficult broken times, loss of a job, loss of a marriage, illness, loss of a child. Those are the times when we're brought to our knees and we open. Our hearts can open during those times. And if we fight those times and fight the bud opening, we live sort of half of a life. But when we open into our brokenness, that's when we blossom.
And so for me, spirituality is understanding that everything that is happening in your life is happening as a spiritual moment, not just what it looks like on the surface, but beneath the surface. There's always something bigger, deeper, richer going on that helps you grow into yourself, grow into who you were meant to be, grow and be more connected to the spirit, the spiritual being that you really are, who's having a human experience. That's what it is.
Yeah, and fighting life, as I'm sure we all can relate to that feeling of life is happening to us, we're in this stream of life, and instead of relaxing into it, we're swimming as hard as we can against the current. That's sort of the opposite of the spiritual instinct. The spiritual instinct is to relax into the mystery of life as it's happening.
And the spiritual instinct allows you to move through life no matter what is going on in your life when you're on the spiritual path. It means no matter what happens to you, and difficulties will come and challenges will come, because that's all a part of the human experience. But the spiritual connection allows you to know no matter what, you're going to be all right.